Hey guys, as you are aware, we're going to have a test on Monday, and this is the study guide to prepare you for that test. In this video, I'm going to go over the answers to the study guide. Please make sure that you've attempted each problem before watching this video. Just watching and copying down the answers is not going to help you. You need to try to answer it yourself before watching the answer key video. Okay? So if you haven't done so, please pause this video, go back and try and work out the problems, and then come back when you're ready for the answers. Number 1, solve the system of equations by graphing, and you have to solve in the method that I'm telling you on these problems. Okay, so number 1, you need to do it by graphing, otherwise you'll be docked points on the test. It also says to show your work and test the solution. So we'll do both of those as well. Okay, so when we're solving by graphing, we want to make sure it's in slope-intercept form. Both of these equations are in slope-intercept form, and they're going to be just like that on the test. So you shouldn't have any issues with it as long as you can do it here. I'm going to start by graphing the top equation. The top equation, the y-intercept is -4. So I need to go down to -4, plot a point, and the slope is 1/2. So I need to go up 1 and over 2. Go ahead and do this the length of the graph. Alright, that should be enough. So there is the line that is representing that equation. Okay, now in green, I'm going to do the bottom equation. The y-intercept's 2. The slope's -1, so go down 1 and over 1. Alright, I've found the intersection point. The intersection point's right here. That is at 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. So 4, -2, since I went down, is the answer to the problem. Now where it says show work on the graphing, all you need to really do is graph it, okay? Because there's not additional work that's needed. But it does say test the solution. So what does it mean to test the solution? Well, that means plug it in and show me that it works. So let's plug it in and make sure that it works. Remember that this is an ordered pair xy, so I could plug the -2 in for the y and the 4 in for the x. -2 is equal to 1/2 times 4 minus 4. Does this make a true statement? Let's see. 1/2 of 4 is 2. 2 minus 4 is -2, so yes, it worked for the top equation. Now I'm going to test it into the lower equation. -2 is equal to -4 plus 2. Is -4 plus 2 equal to -2? Yes, it is. So that is showing or testing the solutions. And make sure whenever the problem says to do that, that you do that as well, because it'll be worth points if it says it. Alright, there's your number 1, solved by graphing. Number 2, solve by substitution. Make sure you use that method. So with substitution, you want to have a variable by itself. We do have that in the top equation, the y is by itself. So we can take the expression y is equal to, which is 3x minus 4, and we can substitute or plug it in to the y in the bottom equation. Alright, let's give it a try. So I'm going to write the bottom equation. -15x plus 5. Instead of a y, I put 3x minus 4. Keep writing. Equals -10. Alright, I plugged it in. Now I need to solve for x. Okay, distribute. 5 times 3 is 15. 5 times -4 is -20. Okay, keep solving. Now when I put my x terms together, they're eliminating, they're crossing out, and I'm left with just -20 is equal to 10. So this is one of our special cases. Whenever the variables cross out like that, you just look at what's left and you answer, is it a true or false statement? Does -20 equal 10? No, it does not. That's a false statement. So what happens was, this is a no solution problem. Okay, so whenever you're left with a false statement, you're going to put no solution. Now, what if I was left with a true statement? What if I had like 10 equals 10 at the end? If you get something like that, then what happens is these lines are the same line, and you'd put infinitely many solutions. Okay, so if you have a true statement, infinitely many. If you have a false statement, no solution. Alright, let's move on. That was number 2. If you guys need more help with substitution, go back to the substitution lesson and see some of those practice problems. Number 3, solve by elimination. Okay, so for elimination, you need to add the equations together so that one of your variables eliminates. If they do not eliminate, you're going to have to multiply some of the equations by something to make it eliminate. Alright, so right now, if we were to add down, x's do not, y's do not. They don't eliminate, so I'm not going to add right away. I'm going to have to multiply. So if I multiply the bottom equation by 2, would they eliminate then? Hopefully you're seeing that it would, because the x's would be opposite numbers. So yes, I want to multiply the bottom by 2. So I'm going to rewrite the top. 4x plus 3y is equal to 15. And then the bottom equation, I'm going to multiply it by 2. 2 times negative 2 is negative 4x plus 10y is equal to negative 1. Oop, not negative 1. Forgot to multiply that. The 2 has to multiply to everything. Negative 2. There we go. Alright. Now I'm ready to add these equations together. If I add them together, the x's are going to eliminate. 3y and 10y makes 13y. And 15 and negative 2 makes 13. We divide by 13, and we get y is equal to 1. Alright, so I got y is equal to 1, but I still need the x. So I'm going to plug it back in. Okay, so where am I going to plug it into? It doesn't matter, any y. I'm going to go into the top original problem. Okay, so here's me plugging it in. 4x plus 3 times 1 equals 15. 3 times 1 is just 3. Okay, so 4x plus 3 is equal to 15. Subtract 3. 4x is equal to 12. Divide by 4. X is equal to 3. So I have my answer. My answer to the system is 3, 1. Now I'm going to check it. Okay, I'm going to check it by plugging it in. So I'm plugging it into both equations. 4 times 3 plus 3 times 1, does that equal 15? Well, that would be 12 plus 3, so yes, it does. Okay, negative 2 times 3 plus 5 times 1, does that equal negative 1? Well, that would be negative 6 plus 5, so yes, it does. So that's how you would test, and I recommend doing that on every problem, so that way you can be confident in your solution. Alright, number 4 just wants you to decide whether the point is a solution. So this is what we were just doing with that testing. That's what you have to do on number 4. Okay, so 3, 9, is it a solution to the system? Alright, let me plug it in and see. Negative 4 times 3 minus 9 equals negative 21. Let's see, does it work for the top equation? That would be negative 12 minus 9. Is that equal to negative 21? Negative 12 minus 9, yes it is. So it works for the top one. Let's make sure it works for the bottom one. Okay, negative 6 times 3 minus 3 times 9. Does that equal negative 27? Negative 6 times 3 would be negative 18. And then negative 3 times 9 is negative 27. Does that equal negative 27? No. So is this a solution to the system? This would be no. Okay, so we plugged it into both. It did not work for the second. Let's just make sure I did that right. Negative 6 times 3, yes, that's negative 18. Negative 3 times 9 is negative 27. Yeah. Alright, this is the front page answer key. I will be doing the second page in another video. Thanks for watching this one. Go ahead and move to the next video if you're ready.